I'm going to share an easy guide to see all of Yellowstone National Park. We'll begin at the north entrance, coming from Gardner, Montana, and going through the Roosevelt Arch. The first visitor center we'll encounter is the Albright Visitor Center. It's a good place to start any journey and get information. I'll show you the route I'm bringing you on, beginning at Mammoth Hot Springs. This area has a bunch of rocks to see, like Liberty Cap, and interesting limestone terraces. I know most people, including myself, want to rush over to Old Faithful, but seeing it erupt a million times gets old after a while. Don't worry, it will still be there when you go. It's called Old Faithful, like Old Reliable, for a reason. Yellowstone covers about 2.2 million acres of land, so there's much more to see. We will continue east to Lamar Valley. You can make some short waterfall stops along the way and see overlooks of the Yellowstone River. Lamar Valley is known as the best place to see wildlife in the park, but there's bison all over the park, not just here. You can plan on which animals to see or wing it. Then we'll make our way south to Canyon Village, stopping at Tower Falls, a waterfall with towering rocks. Then we make it to the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. It's colorful and beautiful with the best view of it from Artist Point. There's multiple viewpoints of the upper and lower falls. It requires a steep hike down for this view. Then we'll come across the Hayden Valley Geyser Basin. It'll be obvious when you approach it because it'll smell like rotten eggs and farts from the sulfur. It's not the best intro to geysers because it's full of the ugly ones, like Mud Volcano. They're all labeled, and there is a difference between geysers, pools, springs, cauldrons, mud pots, fumaroles, and volcanoes, and they're all here. A dragon lives in that hole. Then we'll be driving by Yellowstone Lake, the largest high-elevation lake in the U.S. There's campgrounds, stores, and more visitor centers to visit, especially if you want stamps for your National Park passport book. Our goal here is to arrive at the West Thumb Geyser Basin. This one is cool because some of the geysers are actually in the lake. Now we can finally make our way to Old Faithful. Over 4 million people visit Yellowstone annually, and I'll tell you what, they're all here. You can check in at the visitor center to see what time Old Faithful will erupt. It erupts about every 90 minutes. While waiting, you should check out the Old Faithful Inn. It's like a huge log cabin that offers free tours. You can reserve a table at the restaurant, perhaps spend $50 on a steak, or eat more fast food at the place next door, which would get you a few chicken tenders for $10. There's a few restaurants to choose from and gift shops. The inn is the best place to stay in Yellowstone. It's centrally located near the Upper Geyser Basin, too. It fills up fast, though, and your itinerary will depend on which place you end up booking for the night. Upper Geyser Basin is home to many popular geysers, like the Castle Geyser and the Grotto Geyser. People also enjoy the colorful Morning Glory Pool. You can download the National Park app to see a schedule of when certain geysers are expected to erupt. Yellowstone has the most geysers in the world, and is home to half the world's active geysers, because it's on a supervolcano, which is crazy to think about. A quick but worthwhile stop across the street is the Black Sand Basin. Next would be the Biscuit Basin, but it was closed due to a hydrothermal explosion. Then we reach the Midway Geyser Basin, which doesn't have as many geysers, but has the biggest hot spring in the park, the Grand Prismatic Spring. You can do the Overlook Trail for a grand view of it, and take a longer hike to Fairy Falls. We've seen the Upper and Midway Geyser Basins. Now here's the Lower Geyser Basin. Further up, you'll pass more waterfalls. Then you can stop in an area called Artist's Paint Pots, painted with a beautiful orange. It's worth the short hike to the top of the hill because the views are amazing, and there's a mud pot. Our final basin is the Norris Geyser Basin, known for being the hottest, oldest, and most dynamic thermal area in the park. It consists of 2 sections, the Porcelain Basin and the Back Basin. It can take up to 2 hours to see both. It has the tallest active geyser in the world, Steamboat Geyser, but its eruptions are unpredictable. Puffin Stuff Geyser is also here, which is perhaps the funniest named geyser. The way back to Mammoth Hot Springs has some interesting pull-offs, and hopefully there will be more animals along the way. Remember to not pet the fluffy cows. I'd recommend 5 days to see everything in this video. Yellowstone is the most unique national park and worth seeing. It became America's first national park in 1872 for the benefit and enjoyment of the people.